Welcome to this channel where Celia and I explore what it takes to return to our natural rhythm.
Skal vi ha 2 søte gule kopper?
Ja. Mic check. Er du klar? Er du sikker på at du startet? Welcome back to Natural Rhythm with Mikkel and Celia. In this episode we're going to talk a little bit about the house, why we moved here. I think we're gonna dive into the pros and cons of living here, getting a normal job, our purpose here in this house, and our purpose with this channel to
And
talk
maybe our purpose in life.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about the journey of moving here?
Yeah, it's a very beautiful story actually. That is very magical because we were living on Arøya, the Eagle Island, and we had to find a new place that we wanted to call home. And we have been moving a lot in our relationship, and now we knew more clearly what we wanted, and we wanted a safe space in nature that was beautiful with high ceilings, big windows, and we also really wanted
Hay bale house. Yeah, and also a place where we could grow things and build things and have a yoga studio.
Yeah, yoga studio, and also live longer, like long time rental and not just short times, just for some months. So more stable. So we knew what we wanted, and we were sitting down on a cafe one day when we knew it was time to really get clear on our intentions and our dreams.
So we sat down to draw our dream home.
Yeah.
And we'll show you what we drew that day here.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this is the place we live now. It even got like a peach tree over there, which gets pink flowers. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly like in the painting. So that's very magical, and that's something we have experienced before. That's something with paint is happening in our lives later, and suddenly you are sitting there in your picture that you have been drawing, and you are like, wow, this is it. This is the painting. But when we were painting it, I didn't realize that we were gonna find it so fast. I thought actually we were gonna build it ourselves in the future. But we were lucky because somebody else had already built this beautiful home. And when I found it on finn.no, it's a place where you can find houses and buy houses and rental and stuff like that. I just knew like, wow, this is our home, and here it is. And I got very excited, and I shouted on Mikkel to come and see, and he was like, oh my god, we have to send him a message straight away. And yeah, and we got it.
Yes.
Also that the people that we're renting from have the similar values as us. So they knew they wanted us to live here, even though it was many people that was very interested. They were very clear on that they wanted us to stay here and take care of their lovely home.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about how it's built. So it's basically hay bales stacked on each other and in a wooden frame with clay on the outside, and that's it basically. And they built it themselves. They got the wood from their father's farm up the river, and cut it themselves, and built everything by themselves. So that's very magical to live in a place that is built by someone you know, and it feels
filled with love.
Yeah, absolutely, and
with the hands.
Yeah, and everything is recycled and natural, and it feels very nice, very aligned. It's a bit messy for me, like it's a bit a lot of marks, used marks and everything that we have to live with.
Yeah.
But it has a charm. But in the future, when we're gonna build our own home, hopefully it will be a little bit fresher. We're probably gonna invest a little bit more time to fresh it up.
Yeah. How is it like to move here? How does it feel for you? And what's the difference between living in our car that we did for some months and on Eagle Island versus here?
Oh, it feels so good to live here. Because it's not temporary anymore. It feels much more long term, and I've been longing for a home, and I love to have a home, and I feel so much more creative when I have a home. I feel so much more grounded and stable, so it feels so nice to have a place where we can call our home and have all our stuff, and it's like a safe container for energy and for our creations. So everything we got is in one place, and it feels so good. And compared to the other things, it feels very stable, I would say.
Yeah.
And
safe?
Very safe and very it's more, even though we got jobs, more about that in a minute. I feel like I have more energy to work on my stuff. That's me. But what about you?
I also feel like I have more energy, actually, or it depends where I am at in my cycle, but it feels very nice because, like you said, you are in your own energy, and this is something we have been struggling with because we are very open, so we can, and sensitive to energy. So when we are in rooms with a lot of stuff that is not ours, we can sense it, especially if the energy is very dense. And that's something Mikkel have been talking a lot about, to have your own space with your own things that you love, that inspires you.
Yeah.
And now I really understand it myself.
You do?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, how it feels like to only have things that you love and that inspires you, and be in places that are beautiful and inspires you to make beautiful things.
Yeah.
Because
especially when you're out all day doing other stuff, and then you come home and it's like, oh yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
This is why I'm here.
Yeah.
You remember who you are in a way. I feel like that is the purpose of a home. And that is also why I love to bring nature into the home. Like use driftwood, I have a lot of plants, and we're still working on it, but it reminds me that we are nature, and we are truly nature. So,
yeah, I agree. And that's why it's very nice that we have this home with no toxic materials and only natural materials. That's just a dream come true.
Yeah.
So that's very nice. And also, back to your question, how I feel living here. I think it takes a little bit of time for me to get used to being here on the countryside of Norway. It's actually not the house. The house is amazing and beautiful, but it's very far away still from the people we know, and from a city, and from the store, and you have to drive to get places. So I still feel a bit isolated, But I also think it's a good thing because then I can focus on the things I want to create and also have a lot of time for myself with my own energy. And I know that I need that. And it's very interesting to experience this beautiful house and see what I can create from this place, because I know it will be a lot of beautiful things if I am a little bit patient with myself and are less on the screen and more in creation mode. Yeah.
Or restoration mode. Not
Yeah.
restoration, but
Rest, meditate. Yeah, do more practices, I think. And I already have started doing more practices here than I did this summer and at Arøya, or we did a lot there as well. We are pretty good with our spiritual practices, but still we can be better to put away the screens and...
But I mean, it's easier now because it's very stable. Because you're waking up in the same place every day at the same time, almost every day. So it's very easy to get in a rhythm. That's very nice for me, but you're much more in the flow of it all. But
yeah. But I think it's very important to have a stable place when you are in the flow. The place where you can go back and charge up. And reflect and then go out again and flow. So yeah, I'm very excited and curious on the future and what this house will bring.
Yes, nice. So you got a job, right? You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So
and how it feels.
Yes. Okay. So today I actually had a very great day at work, but that hasn't been the story every day. Me and Mikkel have been working for ourselves for 3 years, and now I just got a normal job in the system, or what you're gonna call it, and it's a shock for the nervous system. I have to be honest. It's a lot of time that I feel like goes to waste, where my energy is just like not in use. If that's something.
Not in the best use.
Not in the best use. Yeah, sometimes or often I'm just like standing there or sitting there watching people do nothing. I just know inside my heart and my body that I am here to do something completely different than what I'm doing in that job. Even though I know I inspire people, I know I make a difference for other people, and I know it's important, but still I can feel that I am here for making a change in a more revolutionary way, and do it in my own way and not have like a boss that are telling me what to do. So with this inner knowing, it's very challenging to be in a job that you know deep down that you're not meant to be in. Even though I believe that you are where you are meant to be as well, and I am there for a reason to learn and also to get motivated to really step up and create what I actually want to create.
Yeah, because here on this channel, on Natural Rhythm with Mikkel and Celia, we have a knowing that we are part of a bigger system, of a natural system. Before humans was here on Earth, there was only living things like the trees, the birds, everything was living, the grass, the plants, and was like living in harmony with the elements and created by the elements and Earth. And then we created like our own things, our own system, like cities are kind of crazy, it's just totally separated from nature. Our purpose with Natural Rhythm is to actually connect us back to that natural rhythm, because we have a natural rhythm and it's living with nature in some degree and finding the balance between that and living in harmony with technology also, if that's possible. And so we know that is our purpose in many ways. And it's a big theme.
Yeah, but also I feel like it's important to mention that we believe that we are consciousness and that everything is consciousness and alive, and we are a part of a bigger consciousness. And when you know that, it's very hard to kind of play this game that we are separate people living this only one life, and then we're dying, and this is the only life, and we don't have any meaning or purpose except that we were apes and now we are human beings. We don't believe that at all. We believe that we have a purpose here, and we are connected to everything and everyone, and we can create our own life and live from our heart and not from our head. And one part of that is to be connected to nature, because nature is us and nature is conscious.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to the spiritual part?
Yeah.
Mikkel?
That's what I like to call our higher nature.
Okay.
So it's our natural rhythm in a higher way. It's beyond this earth in a way. So yeah, that's definitely something we're gonna dive deep into in further episodes, and maybe the next talk we can talk about our higher natural rhythm and why that's important, and that's really important. But I think first of all we have to connect with the earth, or natural rhythm here, and together with having a natural rhythm here, eating natural, or the way we're supposed to, moving the way we were supposed to, sleeping the way we're supposed to, being with people the way we are supposed to, and everything the way we're supposed to. After that, we will start to have a higher purpose, and the higher natural rhythm will come to play and will reveal itself. So so that's been our journey, and we have a lot to say about that, and we will also talk a lot more about that. So that's basically our purpose here. I think we're through all the checkpoints. Do you want to say anything else?
I don't have so much else to say, but it will be a lot of interesting content coming here, and I am very happy that you're here watching, and I hope you want to follow the journey further and see where we can expand together.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's so nice to see that so many of you are watching. It's actually not expected at all. So it's very nice, and I believe that you are also a part of this change. You are a big part of it, in the same amount that I am a part of it. So we have to inspire each other to create this vision we have together, because we can do it alone, and we won't do it alone, and it's not happening alone. The vision is not alone. We're not separating ourselves out on an island like we did anymore. We are reaching out to all the people of the earth to remember who they truly are, and to inspire you to live in the way you're meant to live. So hopefully we will see a change in the world and start to return to our true potential.
Yeah, and follow our higher guidance and follow our heart, because inside our heart and vertical in connection with source, we know what to do, and we know what's right for us.
Yeah. So thank you for being here. And I guess we'll see you in the next episode where you will see why there is a cat sleeping behind us.
We have gotten a little angel.
Okay, so goodbye.
Thank you for watching.